9 goals conceded, 54 shots allowed. Norwich have been as naively open at the back as they've been splendidly attacking up front. Not a day to be devastated by injury. Aaron Zimmerman. Bring in Teti. Christoph Zinchenko. Manchester City with everyone back. And it flicked on and in! And Norwich City have the lead! Kenny McLean! 18 minutes gone of total Manchester City domination. But when they had to defend a set piece for the first time in the game, they were not up to it. Look at the number of Manchester City players back there, and yet he got to the near post. Now Sterling. Aguero's at the far post. Oh, it's a big opportunity. It was difficult for him. It was coming at pace. The goalpost was looming large. Here's Pukki being chased by Otamendi. He's done nothing in the game so far, but he's crossed it, and Campbell has scored it, and it's Norwich 2-0 up. And Manchester City looked to a flag that didn't come. The champions are 2-0 down. They're unbeaten in 25 top-flight games against newly promoted teams. But 2 goals in 10 minutes have the champions behind badly in this one. Walker was playing him on. Silva spoons it to the far post, looking for Bernardo Silva coming in. Sterling! Oh, it's off the woodwork. 2 of the smallest players on the pitch featured, winning the ball in the air there. And it was very nearly... Zinchenko, I think they've overplayed at times. Bernardo Silva, Aguero free header, and they're back in the game. Well, they didn't overplay there. It was succinct, precise passing. And Aguero scores again for Manchester City. The first Manchester City player to net in 6 top-flight games in a row since Franny Lee in 1971-72. Scored in every game so far this season, and it's a fine header. And the Norwich defence, which has been so 5, it was here. They won it 3-2, and it was the infamous night when Delius... Manchester City poor defending again. Here's Pukki. Wide of goal it went, and that could be hugely in 6 games for club and country this season, and they're giving it away again. It's Pukki. Can he score this one? Yes, he can. What were Manchester City thinking of? Norwich 3, Manchester City 1. Appalling defending by the reigning champions. What a run he's on. Well, he rarely misses 2 in a row. And having squandered the first, he buried the second. And he's a worried man there. Look at this, trying to play out from the back. They do it so well normally. Otamendi fell asleep, and Buendia squared it, and Pukki finished with relish. He's lost 3-2. Walker. Oh, that's a poor challenge by Cantwell. It's a poor challenge. He's saying he played the ball, but Norwich with all 11 back yet again. Sterling to the far post. Otamendi, brilliant save. Jesus. Again they roll in narrow into the spider's web. Rodri, good hit, good goal. Have they got enough time, Manchester City, to pull this out of the fire? 2.5 minutes left. Norwich 3, Manchester City 2. Some game this. Really patient. Neat build up, too much space there. They got across late. Fine hit. Low, goalkeeper unsighted. Rodri's first goal in English football. Aguero rolling away from his man. Sergio Aguero did brilliantly, and Krul matched it with the save. Lovely movement, and it's Sterling. Square, Jesus didn't get the shot away first time, and when he did, good ball under pressure. Sterling goes to bend it for Daniel Farke as Norwich City manager, and he had a few of them last season. Norwich City, there were question marks about their resolve before.
The history of Molineux, and you'll find Chelsea's heaviest ever league defeat. 66 years ago this month, the Blues lost here 8-1. Raul Jimenez has 8 goals for Wolves already this season in all competitions. Corner kick is flicked on at the near post. Oh, well, it rustled the outside of the net. Rudiger got himself in front of everybody, and the second good foot in by Diogo Jota, but it's coming Straight to, oh my goodness, Tomori has scored an absolute belter. Tomori has swept it into the back of the net, and Chelsea are in front with the youngsters' first ever goal. Wow, what a way to score your first goal for Chelsea. Seemed to be nothing on here, and it just curls into the corner of the net, easy as you like. Fikayo Tomori seemed to take Rui Patricio completely by surprise as well. He's played a very good ball into Mason Mount. Now, is that a penalty? Abraham scores. Advantage played. 2-0 Chelsea. Very good advantage played by the referee, Graham Scott. And Tammy Abraham makes it 2-0. An explosive couple of minutes for Frank Lampard's Chelsea. And two youngsters on the score sheet. They're 2-0 up. Well, credit here to referee Graham Scott, because he could easily have blown there, because that is a penalty for me. This is Marcos Alonso. Abraham, brilliant goal. Superb Chelsea goal, and this game may be all over 5 minutes before half-time. Wolves 0, Chelsea 3. Super header from Abraham. 6 goals for the season now. And Chelsea's kids here are taking on Cody. Abraham's beaten Cody. Brilliant, brilliant hat-trick by Tammy Abraham. Fantastic goal. 4-0 Chelsea lead. And Tammy Abraham has 3 of them. What a performance. Look at this. Cody is trying to shepherd him away. Abraham checks, accelerates, finishes. Neves to Johnny. Diogo Jota! Oh! Wow. Not sure how it didn't go in. Back in by João Moutinho, and Jimenez into... Mount's trying to time his run. Jorginho looking to find him, and he has. And Mount here, offside netting. Well, that would have been the... Beat him. João Moutinho plays into Cutrone, side netting, took a little deflection. João Moutinho's corner, headed firmly in, and it's something back for Wolves with 21 minutes to play. Aretha Balaga couldn't keep it out, got big hands to this, the keeper. Romain Saiz attacks it well, and that has actually gone in. But he's in a good position, and Gibbs White has found him here. This is Matt Doherty, good save, and in from Cutrone. Wolves 2, Chelsea 4. Cutrone gets his first goal since his move from AC Milan. Good run by Doherty, really well found. He lashed this. Aretha Balaga could stop it, but not hold it. A sniffers. Plays in Mount. Mount might finish it here. He has, superbly. Mason Mount completes the set for Chelsea. All 3 of their kids have scored. Tomori 1, Abraham 3, Mount 1, Wolves 2, Chelsea 5. A 7-goal thriller. The exuberance of youth comes out on top for Chelsea.
And a home win would cause a stir, an away win would be quite some story. A much bigger one than blew up at Burnley 2 weeks ago, when Sadio Mane's angry reaction to not being set up to score by Mo Salah grabbed the headlines. They're firm friends again now, but no Firmino with them. Liverpool's Brazilian number 9 is a sub today, but Newcastle starts, and Joe Linton could emulate another if he scores. In 1988, Mirandinha's penalty in front of the Kop. Here's Willems. Willems will shoot here. Oh, and he'll score. And how will he score? That's sensational. That's an outrageous effort from Jetro Willems that gives Newcastle the lead at Anfield. Atsu was onside. He was able to take the ball down unchallenged. And look at Willems here. Some 23 appearances in total. He didn't score a single goal. That's Oxlade-Chamberlain. He hit it like an arrow, but it was always arrowing wide. Has scored against... What a ball that is. Salah, he's past Kraft. And it's Liverpool howl for a penalty. Newcastle will carry the ball away with Miguel Almiron. It was Lascelles and it was Matip. Arnold across to Van Dijk. Robertson, great bit of work from him. Mane! The usual job done by him. Made by Robertson, scored by Mane. Liverpool level. It is a typically fine finish to the norm for Liverpool for the rest of the match. Firmino joins Sept. He's lost out. Firmino threaded through to Mane, and Dubravka was there, but he didn't get the ball cleanly. Mane did. Martin Dubravka will be cursing himself. Steve Bruce is ruining his luck. Mane is counting his blessings. It's a 50-50 race, and Dubravka wins it, but he has to keep a hold of the ball. And it all started because Atsu didn't do that further up the field. It's hard enough coming to Anfield and Mane. Robertson, nicely controlled by Wijnaldum, and very nearly nicely finished too. He's beaten him. And that'll come all the way over to Emil Kraft, who didn't show the required craft that was needed for the finish. Super stuff from Christian Atsu. Salah, Firmino. Firmino to Alexander-Arnold, who tried to fire it through Dubravka. He got enough of his body. Firmino, Robertson, and he's poked it wide. In fact, it's been blocked, it might have gone in. Dubravka got something on it. Andy Robertson. Firmino, brilliant. Salah, superb! That is simply awesome. Ridiculously good. Look at that from Roberto Firmino. You can't do that. Two flicks in one from the Brazilian. For one of the best 1-2s you'll ever see with Mohamed Salah. Well, it was a really fun contest whilst it lasted. Firmino, Salah, he's got through somehow, and Dubravka makes the block save. Three of them.
Mauricio Pochettino held an hour-long meeting with his players this week to try and refocus their minds after a mixed start to the season. He's without Davinson Sanchez today because of an ankle injury, so Serge Aurier comes in for his first Premier League appearance since February. Alderweireld, Son could be in round the back, misjudgment from Sakho. Son Heung-min, chance, goal! Wonderful stuff from Son Heung-min, who scores against Crystal Palace once again. So much composure and coolness here, taking advantage of the misjudgment from Mamadou Sakho and steering it beyond Guaita. So dangerous. Son bringing Aurier into it. So many forwards here, and it's in. Own goal of Van Aanholt. Spurs double their money, and they're already running away with it. Son Heung-min with the vision, perfect weight on the pass. Van Aanholt stretching, couldn't intercept, and then when he stretched again, he put the ball into his own net. It's a good fizz cross. Aurier again. Aurier's delivery is deep. And in! Oh, brilliant! Son Heung-min at it again. That is a fabulous strike. Well, he really does enjoy playing Palace. 2 goals in 3 minutes for Tottenham, and again Serge Aurier involved. Another cross from the fullback, and this time met on the full break. Kane, early delivery's good, and they do have 4. Eric Lamela gets in on the act. Spurs running riot against Palace. Well, they may have had a sluggish start to the season, but Spurs have been bang on it. Up against Rose. He's going to have a pop. Forces Lloris into a smart save. The horizon for them, but they've already got the ball in a dangerous area. And Winks, quite with the save. Nearly a goal inside the first 20 seconds of the second half. And Spurs in from Milivojevic. And headed goalwards, and Lloris has to make the save. Kouyaté back across. Still in. They all... Sakho spins it forwards. Jordan Ayew's chasing, and Jordan Ayew's offside. Kouyaté thought about coming, then decided not to. Son's gone for goal! Oh, what a way that would have been to complete the hat-trick. Son. Oh, and here's Rose. Kane leaves it. And Van Arnold has to make the block from Aurier. Pass or two. It's broken here for Benteke. Is there a consolation for Palace? Benteke, but maybe Mauricio Pochettino should have an hour-long heart-to-heart with
Trafford has not felt like the fortress of old. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side have only had one win in their last 5 games here, losing 3 of them. Leicester arrive with a whetted appetite, unbeaten so far this season. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is wrestling with something of an injury crisis at the moment. Paul Pogba, decent ball that from Ashley Young. Daniel James goes down on the edge of the penalty area. It was just outside the box. It's going to be Pereira. Forced away by Schmeichel, who clattered into the woodwork. Son. Madison hoping the bounce will elude Lindelof, which it did, and De Gea miraculously saved with his... Pereira trapped by Chowdhury. Rashford goes down under the challenge from Sayuncu, and no hesitation from Martin Atkinson, pointing to the spot. It's Marcus Rashford. And Manchester United lead. 3 goals in 5 Manchester United games so far this season. Marcus Rashford wins the penalty. Marcus Rashford scores the penalty. Towards Johnny Evans in the back post, met by the firm forehead of Maguire. Returned with interest by Ben Chilwell, who's only ever scored 1 goal. James straight through Ricardo Pereira. Steadied himself. There's some effort. Daniel James hoping to become the Saka. That's just looking bright here. That's a lovely turn. Saved by Schmeichel. Andreas Pereira. It's Rashford. Oh, the woodwork. Absolutely rasping free kick from Marcus Rashford. So close. Pereira. Jose Perez nearly came through to Barnes. Now the shot from Ndidi is wide. Wilfred is...
The only survivor from the Sheffield United side, which last faced Southampton in any competition. A League Cup quarter-final in 2014. The then League One side stunning their Premier League opponents to not only as far as Romeo. A shooting chance for Shea Adams, who batters it against the outside of the post. Almost scored with his first attempt, but here's McGoldrick at the other end, and a lovely block by Angus Gunn to keep it at net. Foul, and now Ward-Prowse aiming towards Adams. That's a terrific save. Really good reaction. And there is no flag, and the goal from McBurney. Well, Southampton are shaking their fingers in the air and saying, well, that will be ruled out by VAR. Well, we shall see. McBurney's celebrating in the meanwhile. Well, it's petty about it. Here's Genepo. Genepo keeps on going. That's magnificent. What a goal that is. Outstanding. Well, he scored a special goal already for Southampton at Brighton. It's a different kind of goal, but it's real quality. Brilliant feet, great balance, determination as well. Norwood was all over him. Little... Claims of handball. Big claims of handball. Those tempo's been relentless. That's a bookable offence, I'm sure. Oh!
Start to life under Graham Potter. There's just one issue everyone at Brighton is desperate to remedy, and that's getting a home win on the board. 3 changes for Brighton. Shane Duffy returns to the back 3. Pascal Gross, 6th spent in the Premier League. Here's Dwight McNeil. That's a scuffed clearance, and that nearly went in. And he didn't really know much about the delivery. Chance here for Cork! Oh, nearly stabbed in. How close. Gross. Space opening up here. Solly March. Left-footed. And it's cleared away. Good effort at the near. Pascal Gross. It's a lovely cutback. Murray! Terrific save. Right. Here is Morpay. Tight angle. Turned behind by Nick Pope, who is convinced that March. Oh, and Morpay! Terrific finish from Neil Morpay to give Brighton the lead. Thought the chance had gone. Solly March took so long at delivering the cross. Neil Morpay watched it all the way, found himself completely unmarked. Here's Murray in behind. Murray still going on. Davy Cropper just couldn't keep his balance. McNeil. Hendrick! Oh, what a hit! As the board went up for stoppage time. What a week for Jeff Hendrick. On his 100th Premier League appearance, he has